Hello everybody, Frankie Day here. Okay guys, topic for the video for this evening is 5 more kits for my stash pile and an update on my RE8 reconnaissance biplane used for Greg Huffs World War I group biplane group build. And I might as well show that too, as I was about ready to make a video that night, so I might as well just go ahead and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So it'll be easier that way, fellas. It'll be easier that way. Okay, guys. I ventured to my favorite hobby shop I always go to all the time, and I picked up 5 vintage kits out of production. They don't make no more. These kits can only be found in vendors or eBay. There's only 2 sources that I know of where these kits are available. But except only 1 kit. This is pretty concurrent. It's Airfix in Germany. Revell, Germany. Oh, having a senior moment, fellas. Okay, guys. Anyway, I picked up 5 kits today, and 4 of them are vintage kits out of production, and 1 is still concurrent. And we'll start out with the concurrent in-box review and the kit itself. Okay guys, starting out right now, I picked this up today, $5. This is the 1/72nd scale by Revell. This is the Nueport 28, Mr. Edward Victor Rickenbacker's famous Nueport 28 Special. Now guys, I built this airplane about 30 years ago, and it's a beautiful kit. It don't take that much to put it together, and it's small. It's like that at D7 I just got done finishing on there. So I'm going to add this to my stash for perhaps maybe another World War I biplane coming up, or just a personal build or a collection of World War I collections. Anyway, this goes in the stash, and the kit actually retails for $7 or $8, but my discount I got for $5, so that's not bad. This $5 I spent. And this ain't no rodent kit. This is Revell. This is a very good kit. This is a 1983 reboxed by Revell of Germany. Okay, guys. In the beginning right now, we'll open the box right here. Absolutely, guys, these boxes were pristine. They had shrink wrap in all these boxes. I took all the shrink wrap off the boxes right there so I can review the kit, see what I'm getting into. And the pristine condition. Okay guys, starting out with this Nueport right here, 28. Kit instructions are just typical Revell Germany instructions. And comes in like a pamphlet form like we all do. That tells you there's the model itself sitting there. Tells the history, bilingual instructions, steps, icons, everything else. And the back, it shows you the finish of it by color keys, color call outs. It's a good kit, guys. It's really good. I looked at it a while ago. The decals are superb. And while we're talking about the decals, get the decals out now. Take off the protective backing on they come with. And then decals are very, very, very nice decals, fellas. As you can see, they got the hat and ring right there. You got Eddie Rickenbacker's personal color markings and guard code of the Royal Air Corps, Signal Corps. It comes in, I believe this thing comes in 2 different, no it don't. This is no optional kit, fellas. This is Eddie Rickenbacker's plane. So actually this kit, I figured most will give you an option of 2 different color schedules to use and decal placement, but although this is a Nueport 28 of Eddie Rickenbacker's real machine right there, so those decals are for Eddie Rickenbacker's. Okay, we'll put them back here in the idiot sheet right here. Okay, guys, here's the parts. Here's another baggie right here. It's very, very small. The wingspan on this thing is probably pushing 4 inches. I think it's just maybe about a hair bigger than a Fokker D7. The fuselage is very, very small, very, very dainty. Yeah, it's right over here, fellas. Yeah. You can see the fuselage right there. Not very many parts, very few. There's flash on it. Need to be cleaned to prep before gluing. Here's another one. Will go in the stash pile. And like I say, fellas, perhaps if there's another World War I group build, or I'm quite sure there will be, maybe World War I biplane group build, I may start a group build like that. But right now, I'm getting way behind, fellas, my builds right now. I'll tell you, I think I pushed myself in the corner. I can't get out while all these builds are going on, but I'm getting them done though, you know. Just a lot of work, and they'll get done, and they'll all be viewed here. I promise you. Okay, there's one kit down, folks. That's the Nueport 28 by Revell, Germany. Excellent kit. And any World War I buffs out there who like 1/72 scale, I'm starting to love them now. And I highly suggest getting that kit. Rodent kits, folks, I highly suggest don't get those. Those things there are just they're rubbish. And they could have done better. But like I say, it's made for somebody who's got experience and want to toy with it and cuss at it and put it together. Modeling shouldn't be that way. Okay, folks, this is a vintage kit. They don't make this out anymore. This is probably a early 80s kit, perhaps maybe a late 1970s kit. In between those 2 decades, that's when this kit probably came out. This is a Matchbox kit. Now, this would have been a good kind of candidate for Aaron Newland's Matchbox group build. And perhaps, I think that's a year. A community build. I'm not too sure. I got to get a hold of Aaron and find out if that thing is all year long. I might head go ahead and just do this as my another entry for his Matchbox group build. Those guys, this is a Matchbox kit. This is the SP2C. This is the SBC4 Helldiver. This is the predecessor before the SP2C came in. Now you take a look at this very carefully. You can see the evolution of the model plane of the SP2C that came out. And this thing started out as a biplane with retractable landing gear. It's been hand cranked up 29 times. It takes 29 times with a handle, folks, to crank that landing gear up. And it has flaps. This is a dive bomber. This is served in the United States Navy in between 1933 all the way up to 1940. About 1940, this airplane was stricken from the Naval Register. It was redesigned to the SP2C, the son of a bitch second class, they call it, or the big tail beast. And right here, folks, this is the predecessor to the SP2C. This is a good kit. It listed for $14.99. I got it for $10. This is an old kit out of production. This is the original logo on it, as you can see. And like I say, he's got a whole kit. It's like going to a model convention where the vendors are at. That's kind of a hobby shop that I venture into all the time. He's got kits that actually, what I just learned, and I was pretty astounded. Maybe that's the kind of route I'll be going to with my stash, because a lot of builders like me has got one hell of a stash, like behind me, and perhaps even more than what I've got. A lot of people say, "Hey, I'm not going to let these people take my stuff, you know. This is going to serve mankind. It's going to serve my fellow model builders." So they donate their stash to Smitty's Hobby Shop. And he marks them down blue book wise, how much they retail now, how much they're worth. And guys like me buy them. I love buying these old kits. I'd rather buy these old kits than these new ones. These new ones nowadays are money grabbers. But these things here, you know, they're just a small tad of a price you're going to have to pay, but it's vintage. It's one time in a million, you may not get them again. And it's always good to get stuff that's old. I like old stuff. Anyway, guys, this is a good kit right here. And the back of the kit, Matchbox is pretty good at giving away bonus stuff, you know. They got a little patch right there. Now, if I had some kids around the house, I'd give them the airborne patch, and they'd probably be fighting over it. But I don't know what I'm going to do with that right there. I'd probably just keep it, put it in the model shelf. Hey, maybe it might be a good plaque token. Okay, guys, back here is the color schedule of the aircraft. This is United States Navy. This is probably off the USS Lexington, with the color, with the tail colors, also the chromate green they use on top. I mean, the chromate green with the chrome yellow. And they got the English version too held out, was hidden beneath that patch right there. I looked up the kit, folks. The kit's 100% pristine, 100% all there. And we'll go through the box right now, and we'll see what's shaking with this thing. Check out a while ago, I saw an object in the bottom of the box. I thought it was a piece of sprue off a tree or something like that. It was a propeller blade that broke. So that was the only damage that was done. And starting out with baggy. The clear parts, it comes with a stand. You can see the stand right here, folks. They got the stand right here, which comes with the kit. The propeller right there is running loose inside the baggie, but I'd rather have it inside the baggie than inside the tree, inside the sprue, because it's ready to fall off anyway. And this tape right here is a broken blade. The blade busted on there. That was that little piece in the bottom of the box. I thought it was a piece of sprue off the tree, but it wasn't. It was a propeller blade that broke off, so I taped it, so it's all there. And I put the propeller side of the baggie. Now I also put the clear part side of the baggie because I don't like my clear parts being scratched, because they don't take much to scratch that state, folks. You know, it's very gingerly preformed plastic, and it don't take much to mar it up. So I always put it in a baggie right there, which is a good idea. Okay, folks, that's the contents that baggie has put in there. This thing is molded in color. If you don't have a paintbrush, don't have no paint, if you're a kid, you want to put something together real quick and go play with it without painting it, these kits are for you. I think it's pretty ingenious. Okay, guys, starting out with the parts. Because it comes with 3 sprues. One sprue comes from the clear parts in the stand, and you got the other sprue contains the fuselage and the rest of the sundries, molded in gray color. And the wings and stabilizer is all molded in yellow. So this is molded in color. We'll start out with the wings. This thing's all molded in color. It's pretty much like that of just almost like it's chrome yellow already. And you got the your retracting struts right there. That's for your landing gear. You got your 2 tires right there. You got your horizontal stabilizers. You got right over here, I believe that's the bottom of your wheel well where the landing gear folds up. Right over here, you got the wheel well here. This is where the landing gear folds up here, folks. Please excuse me, I mean the barrier that don't have sprues here. And as you can see, that's all the parts. You got your instrument panel on there too, it looks like right here. Right this area here. And you got a firewall with you got a firewall right there, which is detailed there. That's where the retracting struts go inside the firewalls over here. I remember that because when the landing gear folds up, it folds in like this, and you see the detail there, which would be painted probably chromate green or aluminum. And I'll tell you the paint schedule I'm going to do on it. Lastly, the sprue is gray plastic. Has a fuselage. It's a very beautiful. It's a very beautiful kit. I mean, I think that SPC4 is right on. And this was the predecessor to the SP2C. And you got your landing gear right there, folks. That's your oleo struts right in here. This area here, you have your engine. It's molded onto the firewall. Got your cowling. 2 pilot. You got your landing gear covers. You got your two pilots right there. You can see them set there in side by side. There's your firewall, and there's your cabin struts, interplane struts, your turtle top deck cover over front of the fuselage, and you got your cockpit floor right over here. It's not a bad kit, guys. You know, I built only one of these, and somehow I may have it buried down in one of my boxes in the basement down below. And I painted it the colors that wasn't on the box top, but I painted it on the Enterprise. It had a red tail, and also painted aluminum fuselage instead of gray, and the wings were chromate green, and it had a green chevron on top. And I think it's in my stash, but I bought this because it caught my eye, so I'd get another one of these. So I decided to go ahead instead of painting the pre-war colors of chromate green with chrome yellow on top of the wings, or light gray fuselage with yellow top of the wings, you know, and also your squadron codes. Instead of that, I'm going to paint it navy blue and light gray. That was the 1940 paint scheme that they used. That was their last paint scheme that SPC 4 Held ever used, because they found out that those flashy colors with the yellow wings on top is high visibility markings on them that were actually rendered useless, because we knew that war was coming, and you don't want to be seen with a yellow wing on top of your top of the ocean somewhere where you're floating around, even on land, because you'd be easy picking. So that's why they changed different camo to blues. So anyway, folks, I'm going to paint this aircraft navy blue with light gray in the bottom, and you're going to have the starred meatball on it. And I believe it's going to be I'm going to have the white tail fin with red stripes on it. USS Enterprise, and that'll be that. Okay, folks, we got 2 down right now. Oh yes, well, I'm sorry, folks. My apologies. The decals are 2 right there. Now the back, I haven't took the backing off. The backing is they're good. They're good. These decals are pressed tape. And I'm going to go ahead and use the starred meatball on there. And the instructions right there shows you 2 different options on there. You can have the English version or the Australian version or New Zealand version, or also the Navy version, which is on the box top, back of the box. Okay, guys, that completes that right there. I'll be careful to put this back in the box where it belongs and put it in the stash pile. So that's a downline build I can do if it comes to mind or something, and in between drying sessions on the Arizona, and that'll be viewed on. I have a video for that in a couple more days from here. I'm pretty busy, you know, working and taking care of other things, so I got behind that. So anyway, I had to pick these up at the hobby shop today. I was pretty happy. Okay, guys, this is another vintage kit right here. It's in a baggie right here. It was listed $18.99, marked down to $14.99 as is. This thing is all complete, and so I got it for $10. It's 1/48 scale SE5. This is a monogram kit. A lot of people thought it was actually retooled from the Aurora molds. I think that's probably what it was, because I never used to have an Aurora one back in 1956. And the part, you got a lot of loose parts, folks, on the baggie. I'm afraid to open up that bag. This baggie is very, very, very worn out with shelf wear inside the hobby shop, and I'm afraid if I take that stuff out of the baggie, these parts will be flying out. It's molded as olive drab plastic, and I'm very apologize. I give it a good kit review, inbox review of the kit. Anyway, folks, here's the top wing right there, as you can see. Has an SC5, 1/48 scale. It's a beautiful scale kit. Okay, guys, I got another one right here. This one kit I've never built yet. As many years I've been modeling, as many years I've seen these things in the hobby shop, seen this thing in a hobby shop, I never bought it. But when I bought it today, just for genuine curiosity, and I realized I was missing out on a very beautiful kit that I wish I would have built, wish I would have bought many years ago. Okay, guys, this is another Matchbox kit. This is another 50-cent wonder. This kit came out probably as late as 1977 or 78, and they're pretty well sold back in the 1980s. They're still, Matchbox was pretty much in business back in the 1980s, still going strong. This is the Army Air Corps version of the F-4B, Boeing F-4B. This is the Boeing P-12E. The only difference is the tail, folks. This is a very beautiful airplane for the day of the golden age of aviation back in the 1930s. This is all metal monocue, alloy fuselage, corrugated. Wings are all corrugated. Metal is all alloy. Very beautiful airplane for the day. It was a very smart machine. And they came out as early as 1933. And by 1940, they were actually stricken from the United States Army Air Corps, and also the United States Navy, using the F-4B version. Okay, folks, on the back, there's a paint schedule on the back right there. There's olive-drab fuselage. The decals are, I guess they give you two options of the decals. The wings are chrome yellow, and the fuselage is olive-drab. And the cowling's either yellow or is olive drab with your markings on it. And for reference points, I always give the internet right there, do some research on it. There's probably other color schedules that could be used on this kit. But this is a very gem of a kit, folks. I kid you not. And I don't know why I never bought this thing years ago. I guess I was just more or less had interest in other kits besides buying these. And this is a very superb kit. And we'll start with the instructions first. This kit's two molded in color. It's molded two colors, folks. Olive drab and chrome yellow. Here's the instruction sheet that comes with the kit. And over here, folks, is your instructions. It has the seat right there, the fuselage has together, you got cabin struts, interplane struts, bottom wing, got your engine assembly. So I guess in total steps, so there's probably 8 steps to this kit, and you're done. Typical Matchbox instructions, typical Matchbox kit. Clarity of the location of the parts is very well done. They don't keep you in the dark wondering where does this go, where does this go. And the back side of the instructions is probably, it's bilingual like LR. And up top, on top there, it has parts that shows you the color callouts for there. You get your color, your paints, everything else, do's and don'ts. Here's your decal sheet that came out of the instructions. Do like that of the SV2C, the SVC. A little yellowing on there, folks, because this is an old kit. I may just go ahead and discard this sheet and get me some new, save the tail decals and save the Star, Meatball, the U.S. Army, change those. And in other words, the decals are pretty pristine shape. They're new. They're not too well yellowed, just underneath the U.S. Army U.S. Army. Very beautiful airplane, guys. I highly suggest anybody's got one of these in a stash, hang on to it because they're very hard to find. Because I went down there to the at Cincinnati model convention I went to. I made a video for you fellas, and I think I saw 2 down there. Again, I didn't buy them, but I got this today, so I missed out twice. So 3rd time's gonna be a charm. I bought it. Okay, guys, inside the baggie right here contains the kit. Molded color. You got yellow wings, yellow rudders, a yellow tail fan, yellow stabilizer. Everything's yellow on it. You flip baggie around this way very carefully, and you see all the jab parts. You'll see the fuselage. Interplane struts. A gem of the kit. Has one acetate piece, clear piece in there. That's a windscreen. Other than that, that's it. This is a good kit, guys. I'm going to have a good time building this. So here's another one that goes to my ever-vast growing stash pile. Lastly, folks, they don't make this no more. I'm not too much of a jet man. I'm more or less like a prop man, but I do like jets, and I do like this kit. Now, this is an Airfix kit under the license of MPC. This is a 1/48 scale EA 6B Prowler or intruder, and 1/48 scale. This is a 1973 kit. Discontinued. They don't make it no more. And from my understanding, Revell Monogram has released one just like this, and it's miles better than this kit. But I took the shrink wrap off this kit to see what I was buying, and I'm very pleased with this kit. And we'll make an inbox review with this. And it has some test shots of the aircraft right there. Incidentally, right there, folks, the canopy right there, it's smoke colored. It's in a smoke color. Of course, these I remember. Yeah, I remember these NPC tokens. You get so many tokens, you get a free kit. And there's the cockpit area right there, and there's a front head on right there. There's the underwing stores. There's the complete model when it's done. The back side is a continuation of the test shots of the kit that's being built. We'll open up and see. We'll take a look inside. Okay, when this kit was opened up, this is the second time this thing has greeted me, and I'm greeted with one big old huge bag, guys. A big bag right here. This came from somebody else's collection that was donated to Smitty's Hobby Shop. That's why I always go there, folks, because I can get kits. I go back many, many moons. It's like going to a model convention vendors. The kit comes with 3 sprues, folks, and these 3 sprues contain the parts to build this here model. And right there, I can see clear parts, not even bagged and tagged in there, but fortunately they're not scratched. They're kind of like a smoked color. There it is there, folks. It's like it's smoked. I like that. Now, since it's 1/48 scale, I normally don't do this that much, but I might send away for some decals to this thing from the USS Coral Sea. There's the decals right there, folks. USS Independence. I'm not certain that the decals are two different options. Option 2 would probably be the 617, or it could be the kit itself. There's your decals, folks. The decals are in good shape. This is a very old kit, folks. A very old kit. But it's brand new. Because the gentleman who had this kit kept it in pristine condition all these years. Of course, the hobby shop keeps it even pristine even more. Okay, guys, you guys submitted for memorandum and also nostalgia purposes. There are your gold opportunity tokens. This is obsolete. This stuff here don't exist anymore, folks. It's good for collectors like that stuff. But when this model was active at one time, I remember this one time. I got a kit one time off the NPC. In fact, it was a Hudson bomber, a Lockheed Hudson NPC, which is a division of Airfix. And I had 12 tokens from the kits that I bought, and I sent them, and it sent me a Lockheed Hudson, and I still got it in my stash behind me. Right there, folks, that does it right there. I got some loose parts flying in that side of that baggie right there, and I'm afraid to get any parts on the deck, you know, because like I say, I'll step on them and get busted, or carpet monster will devour it, or be lost for eternity. And if it was a snake, it'd probably bite me as many times as I come in here. Okay, folks, right there, that completes what I got today. I got a pretty good little stash. I like to build small ones. It's not because I'm running out of room. It's just eyeball exercise. Okay, guys, right here on the Craig Huffs World War I biplane group build, I feature my RE8 reconnaissance job. This could be an update number 2, baby. Over here has as much as I got on this kit right here, folks. All the parts have been cleaned, haven't been primed yet. They've all been cleaned, filled and sanded. Taken off from the last video, fellas. Got all the parts. That's how filler is for this kit right here. All those parts are nice and smooth. I burnished it out real smooth there. It's imperfection free. I got the cabin struts in there. While that thing was drying, I made quite certain that this top wing here will line up. Will line up there. And it does. It's right in there. That way, when these struts are on there, they're dried hard. And that's when you can go by, you can rig them up easy in there. All you do is pop the top wing on, mission accomplished, you're done. Anyway, folks, so take off from the last video. I got all tail feathers on. With the parts on this kit now that I've built so far, there's 13 parts, 15 parts. Now the engine is very, very detailed. The cylinder heads for this kit, as old as this thing is, you can see the cylinder heads right in the top of the fuselage right there. They're pretty well detailed, fellas. It's too bad this camera can't pick out the detail of it, but they got a lot of good recessed details inside the engine itself right there. And of course the top wing has been sanded out. Right now, folks, I'm gonna give this thing a good. Before I give it a good prime job, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the struts on and line them up with the top wing. Let that dry overnight. Then move the wing, prime same, and start doing some painting. I'm going to be doing a lot of pre-shading on this airplane, using a mixture of tans and olive drabs. Will bring out the weather effect of drab green. And that's about as far as I got on the Craig Huffs World War I group build biplanes. And that'll be that right there. Other than that, folks, that's about it. So I'd like to share with you what I got right here, and I'm pretty content. So I got a feeling we're gonna have a lot of snow this year, and I'm gonna be bogged down in a nice warm house. So listen to a little radio or listen to some YouTube or something. I can build these models and just shut the world off right behind me. Okay, fellas, right now this is time to get off here. Right now I've been here about half an hour, and half an hour of boredom, but just want to share what I got today at the hobby shop, folks. I'm going to put these back in my stash, and it comes to future builds and anything like that coming up, I got them. And I got to get home in Arizona. I'm going to start working on Arizona tonight, and make a video for that. I'll have a video for that tomorrow. I'm supposed to have it for tonight, but I had a honey-do list I had to take care of. Like I say, you know, I got to take care of my woman. I take care of her. She don't mind how much plastic or how much money I spend on these things, and she knows what they mean to me, for me. So I'm happy, and she's happy too. And I know you guys are happy, and happy modeling. I'll say, okay, folks, it's time to get out here right now. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless, and please subscribe. And you guys, I'll catch you guys next video. I should have another video probably tomorrow on my Arizona, and you guys will like that. I know Gary Brinkler will. Okay, boys, it's time to get off here. This is Frankie Dave signing off. Like Mark Speedy 197 says, over and out. Bye, boys.